Ever find yourself saying, I'm in a calorie deficit, but I can't lose weight? Politely, you're not inside a calorie deficit.
It's literally impossible to be inside a calorie deficit consistently and not seeing weight loss. Impossible. What are the main issues that I see time and time again when people say, I'm in a deficit, but I'm not seeing results? Firstly, taking an online calculator as golden. These are just rough estimates, and actually each one will give you a different number. So pick one and be prepared to make adjustments to find your actual deficit. Weekends. You need to be inside a calorie deficit for roughly 7 to 10 days to actually see weight loss. It doesn't happen overnight. Weekends, for a lot of people, usually take them back into a calorie maintenance or even a calorie surplus. Remember, if you have more body fat than lean muscle, the difference between being in a calorie deficit, a calorie maintenance, and a calorie surplus is very small. Nibbles throughout the day, grazing, a little nibble here and there, picking at things, easily add up, and another reason why people don't stay inside a deficit. Not tracking accurately. Liquids, coffees, oils, butters, again, very easy to add up. Portion sizes. This is probably the most common. Even they're eating a portion of something when in reality, if they were to actually weigh it, it's not a portion at all.
I have been in a calorie deficit for years and not seen weight loss. Said somebody who was not in a calorie deficit. You could be gaining muscle but not losing weight. Sadly, that's not the case. If you have roughly 10 pounds or more to lose, you will not be building muscle quicker than your body is burning fat. It takes time to build muscle. I'm going through the menopause and have gained 10 pounds. I track everything and eat well. Your metabolism can make you gain weight during menopause. This lady actually ended up becoming a client of mine at the start of last week and lost 2.5 pounds in her first 7 days. So she now knows she wasn't tracking accurately. But she was correct about the rate of metabolism changing during the menopause. It does slow up the rate of weight loss. Slows up, does not stop, and does not make you gain weight. As your metabolism has changed, this will need to be taken into account when you're setting your deficit. You could be in a deficit for too long and your body is in starvation mode. Starvation mode is not a thing. It's a made-up term. It doesn't exist. When you're in a deficit for an extended period of time, your metabolism can slow up because of that. Again, slow up, does not stop. So you may be inside a plateau, etc. But it's not a starvation mode. I've actually done 2 trainings, one on plateaus and how to overcome them, and one on how to know if you've been in a deficit for too long and what to do. Comment below and I'll send you the science broken down and the simple steps to overcome both. I have been eating 800 calories a day for months and haven't lost weight. It doesn't work. So I actually reached out to this woman and spoke to her for quite a bit inside my DMs. And we discovered 2 things. So she could lose 3 to 5 pounds, but then she would lose momentum or got too hungry and tired and fell off track. So she was yo-yoing. But secondly, she wasn't eating 800 calories. So she actually sent me her MyFitnessPal and I went through her foods for about 7 to 10 days and showed her a few things that were off. And in reality, she was eating closer to 1550 calories. Simple, easy tracking mistakes that I see all the time. Knowledge is power. So instead of pouring so much energy and time into telling yourself that your body is broke, or that you're eating inside a deficit and not seeing results, allow yourself to be open to the possibility that you're not eating inside a deficit. You will see results a lot quicker. 3 ways to make weight loss easier. Number 1, move more. The amount of people that underestimate the power of actual just general movement in their weight loss is crazy. You can burn a lot more energy from simply moving and focusing on your steps than you do in your structured workouts. Secondly, keep your calorie deficit high. It doesn't need to be super low to see results. A higher calorie deficit will raise your ability to actually stay consistent to it long enough while keeping you feeling full to keep away feeling miserable. And finally, keep your protein high inside your calorie deficit. Higher protein will allow your energy to stay higher, it'll keep you feeling fuller for longer and help aid results from your workouts. Yes, a calorie deficit is what actually drives weight loss. But how do we figure out our deficit? 3 steps. Step 1, there are lots of free calorie calculators online, and these will help you to determine your starting point for your calorie deficit. Yes, these guide a starting point to figure out what that deficit is. So once you fill in the details like weight, age, goal, etc., it will give you a calorie amount. Say 1500 for an example. Step 2, track your food intake for 7 to 10 days. Again, lots of different ways to do this. MyFitnessPal is personally one of my favorite apps. Step 3, weigh yourself after 7 to 10 days. Take measurements, photos, and so on. One of 3 things are going to happen. You're either not going to see any weight loss, and if you were 100% consistent and accurate to eating to that calorie amount, i.e. you were tracking all your calories, liquids, and so on, then lower the original calorie amount, 1500 in our example. Or you will have seen too much weight loss i.e. substantially over 2 pounds. Oh Laura, but that's a good thing. Not really. Losing weight too fast is a sign that it's not going to be sustainable. So increase that calorie amount, i.e. the 1500, to increase your ability to maintain your results. Remember, your goal is not to lose weight. You've probably already done that multiple times. Your goal is to maintain the weight loss. Or finally, you would have seen weight loss inside the range of half a pound to 2 pounds. This is a nice range to fall inside. This would show that calorie deficit is pretty accurate for you, so stick with it.